Elevate
channel
Vocal
1,
Academy.
and you go to
My
the
name is Badi
category,
Haditishola. I am your
out
vocal
signal,
coach.
choose
Today
where
we're
you
going to
want
be
it
talking
to go.
about the worship tech,
It's just
especially the
16
aspect
channels.
of personal
So
monitoring
just
system.
do direct out for
Many
some of
times
those
you've complained on stage,
equipments,
oh, the stage is too loud,
so that
the
when they're
drummer is
operating
too
the
loud,
fader on the
the
FOH, it
keyboard
won't be
is too loud,
affecting
I
you.
can't hear myself,
Okay, I said
and sometimes you
direct
feel
out
like
for your
you
bass,
should
direct out
adjust
for your
something
guitar, direct
even
out
while
for
you're
your
on stage.
piano,
You cannot
direct
be
out for
waving
your
to the
kick,
sound engineers.
snare, tom.
Now you see,
You can just
you would have
select the most
seen other
important
people on
ones.
stage using some
Maybe
things,
just 5
they have these
channels,
headphones
and then lead
a body
voice.
pack.
Maybe pack all the
And
background
this is
vocals
just
in one bus,
so beautiful.
and you now choose that
If you
bus
can,
as your out signal.
incorporate it into
If
your
you
own
have
system.
more percussions too,
your
you can pack all of
sound
them
system.
to one bus.
So we have
Then you have
several
your loop
types
channel
of
on one of the
in-ear
channels,
monitors,
and you have
personal
your talkback
monitors,
in one
body
of them too.
packs,
Yeah,
and
that's
like that,
pretty much how you
mixers.
set your IEM
We
on
have
P16 using Midas
we have
console.
Midas DP48. We have Behringer P16. We have Behringer P1, P2 body packs. We have X-Vive body packs, and we have Aviom personal mixers, and so many other brands. There are some companies that have specific personal mixers to work with their own mixers alone, and there's some mixers that work, across platforms. So we have these hardwares, and for some of them, all you need to do is to just get an application on your phone, connect via a Wi-Fi, and you route everything together, and you can use it while you're on stage. You can actually adjust your own sound the way you want it to sound. Okay? Now, some of these machines are too bogus for a praise worship leader to be carrying on stage. So we have all these body packs that you can just connect via your monitors, via the outputs. I'm going to show you how this output can be run and how you can, easily use all these applications. Okay? And let me say this. Remember that in sound, in buying sound gadgets, the more you can spend, the better quality you can get. There's some devices that are so cheap, and there's some of them that's very expensive, and they have a lot of many beautiful functions to them. Also, in purchasing your headphones, in-ear monitors, or headphones, you need to get a very good headphones. Most of the headphones that you have in the market are already tuned, and they are not prepared for stage monitoring. Now, some of these cheap headphones that you can buy, on the road, they can only handle the frequencies and the sound pressure level of treated sound that has been mixed, mastered in the studio. Most of the sound that we handle on stage are raw. So some of these headphones, you use them and they just blow up. Or sometimes it might be too loud, they damage your ears. So the in-ear, particularly, there's a particular type that you see it goes down into your ears. There's a way it has been, produced not to damage your hearing. So it's better you always go for the ones that are designed for music monitoring, not just the ones that are designed to enjoy already made music. Already made music from the studio, already been mastered. So I'm going to give you some brands that you can, you see it on the screen, the brands that you can go for. Now, after that, I'm going to show you all these devices and how you can connect them. Enjoy. Okay, so this is your P16. This one is what musicians use. And, a singer can use it, but if you're going to use it, you need to put it on a mic stand. There's something that is already here. So you just connect it to the mic stand and you can have it like that. So this is the part that goes into your mixer. And this one has already given you 16 channels from your mixer. This is where you put your headphone. And now you have your master volume here. So to engage the volume, you have to first press it. If you're doing like this, volume will not be up. So press it, engage. And this volume down, volume up. And this is your limiter. You see, if you increase it, you're going to be limiting the sound. It's it's for protection, so that the sound will not be too much, suddenly too much for your ears. So that's why you have this limiter. So you have to put it, just adjust it until, because it usually chokes the master volume. If you see that it's choking the master volume, check this limiter. This is your master level. Okay. So, and then for treble, if you want treble, if you want your mid, this is the frequency for your mid. This is the volume for your mid. So let's say high mid, this high mid. High mid, you can take it up or take it down. Low mid, you can take it up or take it down. This is your bass. You can increase your bass or lower your bass for every channel. So let's say for my kick, I want to EQ my kick. I'll first press kick. And I do like this. Okay. This is my mid. Adjust my mid. Adjust my treble. Adjust my volume for my kick. Then I go to snare. Adjust volume for my snare. Adjust my EQ. If the light doesn't come on, then the EQ is not, you are not using it yet. You see, when the light comes on, that's when it starts working. So this is your master volume now. And this is your limiter. And this is where you have pan. If this is at the center, whatever you are hearing you'll be hearing it on both ears of your headphone. If it's here, you'll be hearing it on left side of your headphone. If it's here, you'll be hearing it on the right side of your headphone. So you want to make sure that it's at the center, except for instruments that need to pan. Maybe your toms can pan tom 1 ear, because as your drummer is sitting, your tom 1 is on the left, tom 1 on the right, then the floor tom on the far right, so you can pan them that way. That's what this one for. If you want to solo, you want to listen to a part alone, then you solo. You only listen to that part. If you want to mute a part, then you select the parts that you want to mute. And of course, then that's how you go all the channels. Now you can save, can store your settings. To store the settings, you hold down. So you click the channel, you can save it on any of these channels. You click the channel, and you hold it down. Store it. Okay, now all these 16 channels, they would have been pre-assigned on the mixer. So I'm going to show you how you're going to assign it from the mixer, and you're going to have that. But for the machine, this one is for the musicians. And we have a higher version of this, which is the DP48. We can actually do 48 channels. You can do 24 channels for 2 musicians, but this one, just 16 channels, and everything has been managed here. Kick, snare, tom, floor, bass guitar, keyboard 1, 2, horns, loops, lead vocal, then all the BVs in 2 places, then talk back. This is how it's been set up for easy use. So anytime you have this P16, your musician doesn't have to be telling the sound engineer, oh, my tom is too loud, the snare is too loud. You just come to the snare in his in-ears, reduce it. If you don't want to listen to the piano, you reduce it, you come here and reduce the piano. It's as simple as that. And it's so independent of what the sound engineer is doing. It doesn't affect what he's doing there in the house. The only thing that affects here is the gain level from the mixer. So if the gain level is too low from the mixer, the volume of whatever instrument you have a to be too low. And so it's always good for you to have enough gain level from the mixer so that you can have, good volume here too. So that's it. The next one is X-Vive. So this device is called X-Vive. We have a lot of other devices that you can use as body packs. There's Shure, there's Audio Technica from different types of brands. So, the common thing about them is one part is going to go to the mixer, one part is going to go to your body. So this one is different because it's analog. The P16 is not analog, P16 is digital. So all the channels are not being connected through the output of your mixer. They are being connected digitally through a digital cable, Ethernet cable. But this one, you use your normal, can you see? Your normal analog XLR. So this is female and it goes to your male part in your digital mixer. So if you're using, let's say DL32, this one will insert into the DL32. And if you're using jack, it has a connector already. So you just put this. And then this is going to get into the jack and insert it. Then it has the channels where you can switch channel 1, go to another channel, channel 2, channel 3, and you can come back to channel 2, come back to channel 1. Okay. So let me go back to channel 1. So you can do the channel. Okay. So when the channels sync, you see the green here. So we're on channel 1 here and on channel 1 here. This is the body pack. This is the volume from the body pack. So you switch it on. You put the headphones here, and this gets into the body of the singer. You can have that one. So, can we have the singer? Let's put it on our body. Okay, so you see, that's the. Can you see now? The body pack is on. So the channel is on. When it's green, it has synced with the other one. So the volume is up. So you can just be in your body. And then, can you see? You can just wear your headphone. And this is so beautiful. You don't need to have all the speakers on stage. If you don't like noise, if you think your stage is too loud, this is your option. So you have this in your body pack. And just like the way you listen to music, it can be adjusted. You tell the sound engineer what you want, they will adjust it for you on the mixer, and you go. And there's another beautiful thing about this thing, which I'm going to show you. You can download an application. The sound engineer can hook you to the Wi-Fi of the mixer, because most of these mixers, they have Wi-Fi, so they can hook you with their Wi-Fi, and you can now adjust your volume, whatever you want to adjust on your own without needing to wave to the engineer. So I'm going to show that to you now. Okay, now you can see the now he's on the stand. This is your mic stand. This is your, and if you don't want to have your mic on the mic stand, you can hold your mic with your hand and still put this on the stand. You can see it. There are smaller ones that can hold a normal small Android phone. So, yeah. And the next one is low budget. I'm going to show you another one, which is low budget, but it's wired. And this one, I don't usually suggest this one for musicians. I don't suggest this one for singers. I rather suggest it for singers. Sorry, I don't usually suggest this one for singers. I rather suggest it for musicians. So you can have, but it has a wire that you're going to be dragging around. Let me show you that now. So this is another type. This is a low budget one, maybe about 40,000 naira. When I say low budget, the other one that is wireless is about 200,000, and there are higher ones that are about 500,000. So this is actually low budget. So this one you can use it for musicians. Just same body pack. You just put it, better like this. So this is where you put your headphone to put it on and for volume. So once you switch it, then you have volume. So this one will go to the mixing console for the engineer to give you the signal, and you can adjust it the same way the other one was run. You can allow the engineer to adjust the sound for you, or you can download the app and connect it with the engineer via a router, and you connect it, and there you have it. So it's connected. You put on your body, but the only setback is it has wires. So if for a drummer, you just put it, the drummer is stable, the guitar is stable, the keyboard is stable. I don't really advise this one for singers because it's kind of can be tacky. Okay, so, and you see the battery is here. Press this one down. You see the engine. So you can change the battery. So that's it. This one is called P2. This is a P2. Low budget.
If you are using this for the first time, you go to routing, then you dial down to P16, and then you can see channel 1, then you go to the category, okay, out signal, choose where you want it to go. It's just 16 channels. So just do direct out for some of those equipments so that when they're operating the fader on the FOH, it won't be affecting you. Okay, I said direct out for your bass, direct out for your guitar, direct out for your piano, direct out for your kick, snare, tom. You can just select the most important ones, maybe just 5 channels, and then lead voice, maybe pack all the background vocals in one bus, and you now choose that bus as your out signal. If you have more percussions too, you can pack all of them to one bus. Then you have your loop channel on one of the channels, and you have your talkback in one of them too. Yeah, that's pretty much how you set your IEM on P16 using Midas console.